Fred, another big game by you. You've been on a hot streak lately. Just how have you been able to really get it into a rhythm after kind of a slow start to your season?
I'm staying in the gym, just continue to work. I got to give credit to my teammates. They keep finding me and trusting me. I mean, we have trust in each other. It's not just a one-person thing. I feel like it's a team sport, so I just got to give credit to my teammates.
Question for either one of you. It seemed like the emphasis early was on ball movement. It seemed like you got a little quicker and 11 assists and 22 baskets. Was that something you really worked on last week?
Yeah, our goal is always share the ball. I think that's when we're at our best, is when we're helping, creating for others. That's when we get our best looks. So I think that's something definitely we've been emphasizing.
How nice was it to have a nice wire-to-wire win? Sweat it out to him.
It was nice. I mean, we just continue to keep pushing. I know we got a couple of tough L's that we took early on in the year, but Coach really preached us to keep going and don't really think about it. I mean, next game at a time.
And a kind of question for both of you guys. It seems you're a lot more aggressive to the basket, trying to get to the basket and score points. Was that part of your guys' game plan for this game, or is that, kind of speak to the aggressiveness tonight?
Kind of to go off, like what I said earlier, we're trying to get good looks. So if we get in the paint, that's when we can collapse and kick out and get good inside-out threes. We want to shoot a lot of threes. We want to shoot good ones. So that's comes with the aggressiveness. It helps create for others. So, yeah.
You guys did a great job stopping fast break points tonight from Hampton. What's the key in going forward looking to Davidson with that same approach?
Get 5 guys back on defense. I mean, our Coach Mo, our defensive coach, he always preach, butt to the baseline, 5 guys back, and make them play against a set defense. So that's kind of what we've been doing in practice every day.
Boden, I think this was the first time you played together with Jaden on the floor in a game. How nice was it to have that Twin Towers effect going on?
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, we practiced it a couple times. Jade and I are really good friends, so we've always talked about it. So I think we're really excited to kind of grow off that. I know I personally, there's a couple of things I messed up, still trying to figure out how to play with each other, but I'm excited to continue to grow in that role and see where it can take us.
And a week ago when you were here, a lot of different situations you have to answer a lot of questions. You seem to be accepting that leadership role very well. Is that something you're really embracing?
Yeah. Coming into the season, I kind of knew I was going to have to step up and be a leader. I mean, we got new guys and we got older guys, so it's kind of easy to lead them when they just trust you and really listen to you. And also, Coach Grant, he kind of preached on we're going to need a leader to step up, and I feel like I took that role personally. So I just kept taking that role and kept pushing these guys to do better and better every day. So, I mean, the leadership role, it's kind of easy to step into when you've been here 3 years. So.
Any more questions for Blake?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, how you guys doing? Good.
So with understanding from Coach Grant,
Yeah, I mean, obviously we won. Winning is fun. Not easy to do. Certain things we wish we could have done better, but that's why it's a season. And keep working at it. We'll take the win and watch the film tomorrow, learn from it, and get ready for the road trip.
Coach, I know you always talk about gritty, not pretty. I feel like this game was a perfect example of that. Just talk about the lockdown defense tonight and how you guys were able to win despite a poor shooting night.
I mean, our defense helped us. Obviously in the first half, they had 24 points. So for the game, they had 52. That's something we've done pretty much most games this year. I think offensively, we expecting an eruption at some point where, we are, because we're sharing the ball pretty well, where we are making shots, and I'm looking for that to happen. But in terms of our defense and just our resiliency and how hard we work, I can't question the effort that the guys are giving.
Coach, Fred Payne had 14 points tonight, led the team. This is his 3rd straight game where he's had at least 10 points. How have you seen his growth and development on the court, not only this offseason, but so far early on into the season?
Yeah, he's trying to lead. He's more engaged. He's taking more ownership. He's a second-year player. So he's taking more ownership as a young guy in the program, But I think that's the biggest thing, just the leadership that we see from him every day. He's an everyday guy, and he wants to win. So I think his energy is contagious. His toughness is contagious, and he demands his teammates, to raise up to his level.
This is third game that since Luka came back from injury, and you you chose to use him at the end of the game, every game. What's the thinking behind it?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we got a lot of players on the team that are capable of doing different things. The rhythm of the game kind of indicate. I know when we were on the road at Temple and then the rhythm of the game indicated that he needed to be in. It wasn't by design, it wasn't by plan, but the rhythm of the game indicated that he needed to be in. He's a steady hand. He made good decisions with the ball. He's a good free throw shooter, so that's why he was in tonight.
Early, final 5 minutes aside, did you like how fluid the ball movement was early? It seemed like
It's amazing. I got to watch the film. We got up 22 points. And they junked it up, and we lost some poise and some composure. That's where we got to grow. I mean, it's just something we got to grow in. I've seen it from our team before, and we got to grow in it. We won the game, but you wish you could, take care of the ball and get to the free throw line and lay it in a few times when they pressure you like that. But that's an area we got to continue to grow in. But it's nice to grow in that area while you're winning.
Did you like it early, though? I mean,
Early we were really good. We hadn't turned the ball over much in the last 2 games. We had 8 the last game, 10 tonight, and 3 of them were unforced to happen late. So we're capable of being under 10. If you're under 10, that's like a national level to be 8, 7 turnovers a game.
Coach, you always seem to say so positive and even keel. The highs and the lows. Where does that personality trait come from?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot in life. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. So I've seen a lot of hard things, right? So I call a spade a spade. I mean, I know my team. I see what we got, and we're going to use what we got to the best of our ability. We're a work in progress. And so I see it. I feel it every day. We got a lot of growth to do, and we're probably like at 65% of our capacity right now. Like I want to get us to 100, but we got to keep working. Got to be patient. Can't get discouraged. You got to keep showing up. Whether you win a game or lose a game, you got to do the same thing tomorrow. And I think that's the challenge for us. Is like we've been pretty good when we've been miserable, like the next game, right? And now you got to learn how you win a game and you should feel good about that. Like you got to be good again. So trying to stay focused and even keel without conditions attached to it. Win, loss, win 3 in a row, lost 1. Like you got to, without conditions, you got to show up. That's what life is. Good days, bad days, they all come, right? You got to still go to work. So we're just trying to find a way to, be even keel with that, and I'm trying to calm the troops, but teach them at the same time.
Coach, I'm curious about your offensive identity, really. I know it's early in the season, but you guys shot below 90% from 3. I was wondering if you still think of yourself as a 3-point shooting team, or I know you were more aggressive to the basket tonight, so just think your thoughts on that.
We always got good balance. We usually attack the basket first. This team is probably going to, you got to throw out some of these games in order to do it, but this team is probably going to be a 35% 3-point shooting team. As long as we're getting the right looks, I think we got to continue to take them. But that's the encouraging thing. We've played good basketball without shooting it great. And so now we can continue to maintain our defense and clean up a few things on offense. When the ball starts going in a few more times, I think the floodgate's going to open. And we're expecting that soon.
Coach, I know you talked in your last presser about you were anxious about how the team was going to show up after that loss, and then obviously the win at Temple. So now, a few games removed from that, just how confident are you in your team that despite what's happening, like you said, they stay even-keeled and stay focused on the next thing?
We're just growing. We're growing through it. And, again, not trying to look too far ahead. I think that's something that we got to stay in the moment and focus on the process of becoming a good team. Like, that's a process of becoming. And so, we won tonight. We got to watch the film in the morning, and we got to get ready for the next good opponent we got on the schedule. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see us continue to grow.
Coach, you had 9 players play 10 or more minutes tonight, and the bench provided 31 points. Going forward, do you think you're going to continue to lean on the depth of this squad?
I hope they can continue to grow. I think that's why you would see some good patches and some bad patches. I did play 3 or 4 freshmen tonight, and So I think you'll see some ebbs and flows, but I got to get some of these guys ready. I got to figure out who is our best 9 that we can play and depend on. And so this part of the year, I'm trying to discover that. And so I think that's why you'll see some dips, some ebbs and flows, because I do have some youth on the floor at times. And I can put a really old team on the floor too, but at the end of the day, we got to get 9 or 10 guys ready. And so there's still some development going into it. And again, while they develop, they still got to play good basketball, because that would be the one thing that if you take the game tonight, you say, well, good defense, played hard, did a lot of good things. Wish we could have finished a little bit better, right? So that's the next step for us. How do we finish better? And so every week or every 2 weeks, there's a new thing you're trying to discover. Like now, it's how do we finish better? Or how do we finish better? So that's where we are.
Great.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, thank y'all. Too.